Hello, I'm Nick. I'm a former medical doctor, and I healed from my lifelong asthma and my suicidal depression. This is the quick backstory. At the age of 30, I had finished my medical degree in Canada and was in my final year of pediatrics residency when I burned out. I was living with PTSD, anxiety, suicidal depression, and had multiple therapists, multiple psychiatric medications, and was just getting by. I had asthma where I had 5 medications a day, and I had 2 courses of antibiotics a year for bacterial infections that required probably about 1 to 2 weeks off. And then I did a number of things. This is the short story. There's a much longer, in-depth story that we can share at some point in time. At 38, I had my first ayahuasca ceremony, and the day before, I stopped my asthma medications because my guide let me know that it was possible to heal from it. She actually recommended I stop 3 days before, but I was like, no, I would die if I did that. And that was the last day I took any medications for my asthma. I didn't think it was possible. I went back and healed from trauma, sadness that I had even before my birth. And I've been engaging in practices every day since I stopped drinking alcohol. I've been doing breath work, meditation, other things. So it was the moment of ceremony combined with deep integrative practices that I did regularly and continue to evolve. And then I believe it was about a year later, I had my first MDMA experience. And that heart opening, that connection, that love, I realized, how could I ever be suicidal? How could I ever want to end this when there's so much possibility? And I actually traveled with that medication across the country, not even realizing what a risk that was, but also realizing it was demonstration to myself. I believed in it so much that I wanted the whole world to be able to experience it. And since then, I've been working on myself through breath work, through medicine work, through becoming a facilitator, through becoming a container, through becoming a teacher. And I've had such a privilege to work with people through breath, through medicine, through coaching, through so many different modalities. And now, at the age of 45, I get to be a husband, a father, which I never thought I'd be, because I thought I had damaged genes that didn't deserve to go on. I was like, I want to be a godparent, but I don't know if I want to be a parent. And now I realize it's the greatest gift. And I get to live life this way and continuously explore. There are still challenges that I'm working through. This is a life of learning, a life of fun and unlearning and fun. But I'm so grateful for the privilege I have to do the work that I do, to be the person I am, and to live life the way I do. And so I wanted to share this little video to remind you of who I am and invite you to remind yourself of who you are. And for those who I have the privilege to actually connect with in person this lifetime, I look forward to it. Ciao for now.